Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. This is episode 2. Today we're going to talk about my finished objects, my works in progress, some yarn that I got. Yeah, I broke my yarn diet already. And I think that covers it. But I want to start today by saying a huge thank you to two ladies, Dee with Dee's Creative Hands and Connie with Just Another Stitch. Both those ladies took time out of their day to mention me on their either their community page or their channel itself, and that sent a lot of you here to me, and I am very appreciative of both of them and all of you for taking time to come over and check out what I have to say about yarn and patterns and whatnot. If you're new here, thank you and welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I hope you stick around. I'm hoping this will make this a fun channel. If you could like, comment, subscribe, all those things, that would be great. You can find me on Instagram, Nina's Knots Crochet. You can find me on Facebook, Nina's Knots Crochet. I'll link everything down below. My first finished object today is a coaster set. The coasters themselves are designs by Vanessa, a video from 2019. I used Lion brand cozy comfy cotton, just like she suggested in her video. I had some leftover scraps, and this is the coaster. It's a very simple coaster, but if you don't follow right, your petals don't match up. So I was glad that Vanessa's tutorial was detailed enough where you could see everything, where it needed to go, how it needed to go. So I would recommend Vanessa for tutorials. So this Lion brand comfy cotton, the color is chai latte. It's a number 3, 50 cotton, 50 polyester blend. I had some leftovers, so I couldn't tell you how many I took to make these 6. And then I took Bernat Maker Deck, which is a 72 cotton, 28 nylon blend. This has 317 yards in this skein. I used just a little bit of it and made 2 more bigger ones. Then I held both the yarns together and made a little basket for it. Not very time consuming. This is mindless, sit in front of the TV, crochet, and you have a cute little housewarming gift for some friends of ours. So that's object number 1. Object number 2 is a pattern called the Lacy Market Bag by Red Heart, with Mikey from the Crochet Crowd doing the tutorial. Now this one was originally posted to YouTube in June of 2014. This was a deep dive. The yarn that they suggest in the video doesn't exist anymore. I ended up using a Karen cotton ripple cake that I picked up at Michael's last year on clearance. This is 100% cotton, a lightweight number 3, 4mm is suggested hook. The color is French vanilla. I know I used a 5mm hook for this project because that's what the video suggested. But this is the bag. It is so pretty. This stitch is so beautiful. It looks like sand dollars or starfish. It's time consuming and a yarn eater. This has 491 yards and cake. That's all I have left. Hardly any. But it's not difficult. It's just very time consuming. And I think it's a really great summer project for when it's really hot out and you don't want things draped over your lap. And it's so pretty. I'm going to make more of these in different colors, I believe, because I love this chai latte color, but this stitch is so pretty. Mikey's tutorial was well conceived, well communicated. You saw where everything needs to go. He took his time. This was a really well done tutorial. I didn't print out the pattern to follow it because I was more concerned about where the hook needed to go than trying to read the stitch. So that one was definitely, I followed the visual instead of the written. The next one I did, this, I got the inspiration from Billy, the Crafty Floridian. She was showing a bag that she had made, but I missed who the designer or the pattern was from. But when I looked at it, I realized it was just 4 big granny squares, and I thought, well, I think I can figure that out. So I went on YouTube, figured out, I put in fancy granny squares, and I came up with one by Ophelia Designs, or Ophelia Talks, I'm sorry. And it's a cluster granny square. I made 4 12-inch granny squares with the clusters, sewed them together, you know, front and back, and 2 for the sides, added a handle, put a little picot edge on the end, threw some fringe on the bottom, and it's a bag. And this was a cotton angel cake. I have lost the ball band, so I can't tell you the color, but it's a pretty purple pink, and the way it's folded, the clusters form the sides, so it gives it a little bit of detail. This was another fun project to make. Easy, mindless, sit in front of the TV, crochet. Ophelia Talks, her pattern and tutorial for the little granny squares was spot on, super easy to follow, well thought out, well communicated. It was a good one. And again, I will probably follow another one of her tutorials when I find something that interests me. But I will probably be making more of these this summer because it's an easy summer project, so you're not draped in heavy blankets. So those are my 3 finished objects. My works in progress, I'll start with the Study of Ombre crochet along that Mikey at the Crochet Crowd and Red Heart are doing right now. We're into week number 4. I am halfway through week number 4. I got a couple more rows to finish. Just started with this cocoa color. This coral color is called Sea Coral. The brown is called Cocoa. I am really enjoying this crochet along. The stitches are neat. The texture is interesting. The tutorials are done really well. This one I am following along with the written pattern, trying to make sense of the written and the oral. I'm not a big fan of this yarn. It's stiff and scratchy, but I keep hearing people say, give it a chance, wash it, it'll soften up. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to, get this blanket finished and wash it and see if it doesn't soften up. It dries my hands out terrible when I'm using the yarn, but since it's only once a week and it only takes me a day or 2 to finish it, I'm going to finish this, and I think it's going to be pretty when it's done. So this is the Study of Ombre by Mikey with the Crochet Crowd and Red Heart Yarns. And my final work in progress is, I don't know what possessed me to start this. This is the Quick and Easy Chevron Blanket by Crystal at Bag a Day. This blanket is so beautiful. And I have tried several chevron blanket patterns before and tutorials. And I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I could never get my edges to line up. I could never get the valleys to not be off. I don't know what it is, but something about this tutorial from Crystal, the light bulb went off. And I am making this beautiful blanket. I'm using a Karen anniversary cake in chocolate fountain. That's a number 6, 100% acrylic. It's 1,061 yards. I've got 2 of these, and I'm going to make this blanket with 2 of those. But this is so soft and so squishy, and it's going to be so cuddly on the couch. And you know, we do have chilly weather here in Central Florida come, you know, January and February. But most of all, I am so proud of the fact that I am making a blanket with straight edges, with beautiful chevrons, in gorgeous purple, maroon, gray, gold, and rusty orange. These colors are so beautiful and so fall, and I am going to have to put it aside for a while because it's really, really hot here. And it's hot to hold this bulky number 6 on you when you're trying to make a blanket. But I love this pattern. I love the tutorial that she puts with this, and it's definitely a keeper and to do again for sure. Those are my works in progress. Now on to my yarn busted diet. I did order one of the Mary Maxim mystery bags because I wanted the mellow spun, and I did get some mellow spun, the mellow spun DK. I got 4 in a dark green and 5 in a medium green, and that's what I wanted it for. And I got some other really pretty yarns. I'm sure you've seen people opening the Mary Maxim bags before. What I am upset about, or not really upset, but disappointed. I got this yarn from Jenna called A Soul. It's 30% mohair, 40% mohair look, 40% silk look, 30% premium acrylic, 350 yards. It's pretty, it's scratchy, it's thin, it's definitely going to have to be held with something other to add to. But oh, the chemical smell that comes off this yarn is so strong and so stringent. It burns like the back of my throat. It's so strong. I'm kind of disappointed because there's no way I can work with this, and I can't even have it in this room. I'm gonna have to bag it up and put it someplace in a closet or something, or maybe put it in a giveaway if I get to 100 subscribers next week, because there's no way I can work with this. The smell is not good. If you know anybody who might want this, let me know, because there's no way I can work with this. And I'm sad because it's a pretty creamy, shimmery color. I think it would add a lot to a scarf and hat set, but that chemical smell, I don't know. It makes me very sad. And the other yarn diet buster I was on during Amazon Prime Days, I got a flash lightning deal because I've ordered, you know, crochet hooks and whatnot before. They sent me a lightning deal for a 10-pack of yarn. And it's called Yankee Monkey Premium Quality Bamboo. 70% bamboo, 30% cotton, 50-gram balls, 230 yards per skein. This color is called pea green. The label says a 4mm hook, great for hand knitting, naturally soft, good breathable quality, strong moisture absorption, suitable for all ages, machine washable, non-chlorine bleach, suitable for dry cleaning, dry flat in the shade, antibacterial, anti-static, hypoallergenic. It says it's called a light worsted. It's very thin. But this yarn is so soft and so it's got a pretty sheen to it. And I think I paid like $11.99 for 10 balls. I wish I had gotten more. I don't know what it is now because the lightning deals are over, Prime Days are over. But on the package, it says 15% off plus free shipping with the code YARN15. So take a screenshot. There's the webpage, yankeemonkey.com. I'll try to link them below. I wish I had gotten more of this. This is really, really nice, quality, soft bamboo yarn. And I love working with cotton bamboo. I just think it's has such a pretty drape. It's such a pretty stitch definition. I think this will be really nice. My granddaughter in Michigan, she's into sage green. So I think I'll make something for her and send it to her using this pretty green yarn. So that's on my list of stuff today. I'm probably going to start a cardigan, lightweight cardigan for myself. The air conditioning in Florida is freezing cold when you go into public places, and but it's 110 outside, so you need something a little to throw over when you're inside in the air conditioning. So I think I'm going to make myself one of those. Last week I showed you a blanket that I was making, the shells, the continuous shells blanket. That had to go in permanent timeout. I don't know if it's going to end up in my frog bin or not. I realized I didn't have enough yarn. I'm using the Premier Everyday anti-pilling bobbins, and there's just not enough yarn for what I was planning on doing. There might be enough to do a baby blanket. I don't know, but it's in timeout, and I'll revisit it later when it's blanket making season. Right now it's just too hot for blankets. So, and then of course the next week of the study of ombre, that will definitely be on my agenda for this week. And then something else may come up. I may do another bag or two. We'll see. So, again, I want to say thank you to Dee at Dee's Creative Hands and Connie with Just Another Stitch. If you haven't heard of them, hop over, give them some love, and tell them I said thank you. And until next Sunday, do what you love and be kind to everyone.